today we will be talking about supply. Today we shall be talking about supply. The other lesson we were talking about demand, and so today is a continuation. So what is supply? So we're going to define the supply, and then also by the end of this lesson you'll be able to know how to draw a supply curve. So let's start with the definition of supply. So what is supply? Supply is a quantity that suppliers are willing, that is the first point, willing, and two, able to supply at a given price. So we're saying supply is a quantity that the suppliers, remember you're talking about supply, they are willing to supply and able to supply at a given price quantity. So let's use an example. So let's create a table here where we look at the price and also we look at the quantity supplied, price and the quantity supplied. So let's assume that the price is, let's work with the price of bread, okay? Let's assume the price of bread is 200 shillings. So let's create a table here. Then it goes to 150. Then the price goes to 100. Then the price goes to 50. And let's see what happens. If you are a supplier of bread and the price of bread is at 200, do you agree you're going to supply more? Because remember, supply, you want to make money. The reward for entrepreneurship is profit. So we want to make money. So we can agree that if it is at 200 shillings, you may supply, let's say, 100 loaves of bread because you're making more profit. If the price goes down, because you're not making a lot of profit, you may supply a little less. If the price goes down to 100 shillings, you may supply even less because you may be considering other markets where you can make money. So let's say you're even supplying 50 bob. Now, if the price is at 50 shillings, you supply even lower because there's a possibility that you'll be making a loss. So let's even work with 20. So now, working with this information, so a supplier will supply more of a commodity if the price is high because it's about making money. So let's look at a supply curve and how does it look like. All right. So again, on the y-axis here we have the price, and on the x-axis we have the quantity, and this becomes our zero here. So our quantities range from 20 to 100. So let's use a good scale, a good scale, a good scale, a good scale. I hope you're following. Part of drawing a good curve is getting a good what? A good scale, because there are marks for scale. So this is 20, this is 40, this is what? 60. Remember, the scale must be consistent. This will be 80 and then 100, correct? Now, on the y-axis, the price ranges from 50 to 200. So we can use a scale of 50, all right? Then 100, then 150, and then 200, correct? See, the scale must be consistent, So let's start. When the price is 200 shillings, price is 200 shillings, supplying 100. So 200 shillings and 100, our graph comes to such a point, okay? When the price goes down to 150, the supply is 80. So 150, we have what? We have 80 there. So put a mark there. When the price is 100 shillings, the quantity supplied, when the price is 100, the price 100, the quantity supplied becomes even lesser. When the price goes down to 50 shillings, then we have 20. So how does our curve look like? Looks something like this. Okay, so this is our supply curve. So we can label it S0, S0. So what do you note? What do you note about our curve? Our curve is slanting from the right to the left. From where? the right to the left. So the supply curve, we are saying a supplier will supply more, the supplier will supply more when the price is high. Why? Because they are looking for money. And we are also saying that the supply curve slants from the right to the left. Okay, so we shall continue from there. In the next lesson, we shall be comparing the demand curve and the supply curve. Until then, take care.